Welcome. We spend so much time thinking about the life we want, but today we're actually going to build the blueprint for it. We're going to explore how to construct a powerful internal architecture so you can move from just reacting to life to intentionally designing it.
So let's start with a question that, honestly, probably hits home for a lot of us. We set these big, exciting goals, right? We have the best intentions. So why does it feel like we're constantly getting stuck or falling short?
Well, it turns out the answer isn't about setting bigger, better goals. It's about looking at the very foundation we operate from every single day. And it comes down to this really powerful idea. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your standards.
So here's our architectural plan for this explainer. First, we'll lay out the blueprint with your standards. Then, we'll pour the foundation with your mind. After that, we'll set the climate with your mood, build the framework with your mouth, and finally take a look at the finished product, your life.
Okay, let's dive into the blueprint itself. And the key thing to get here is that your standards aren't defined by what you hope for. They're defined by the absolute minimum you're willing to tolerate from yourself.
Just look at the contrast on this slide. It's so clarifying. Goals, they live in your imagination, in the future. But standards, they live right here, right now, in your daily behavior. They aren't about those big, dramatic decisions. They're forged in the quiet, ordinary moments, especially when you think nobody's watching.
And this is absolutely crucial. Setting a standard isn't about being hard on yourself. It's actually a profound act of self-respect. It is you defining the minimum level of behavior you believe you truly deserve from yourself. It's a statement of your own worth.
Okay, so that brings us to the foundation of this whole structure, your mind. Because here's the secret, your sense of self, your identity, is infinitely more powerful than any set of rules you could ever try to follow.
Identity isn't something you just declare. It's something you earn. It's forged through this very clear process. It starts with a single action, one choice. Then you repeat that action over and over. And each repetition is like casting a vote for the kind of person you want to be, until eventually it solidifies into who you are.
The way we talk to ourselves reveals everything. Think about it. Saying, "I'm trying," is kind of weak, right? It leaves an escape hatch for when things get hard. But declaring, "I am disciplined," well, that's an identity statement. It completely removes the need for that exhausting internal negotiation.
Now with that firm foundation of identity in place, we can start to control the internal climate. This is all about learning to show up and operate effectively, no matter the emotional weather. It's about building a system that doesn't run on the fickle fuel of motivation.
And this next idea is a total game changer for so many people. Procrastination isn't some character flaw, it's not laziness. It's a perfectly normal human instinct to avoid uncomfortable emotions like fear or boredom or self-doubt. We're not actually avoiding the work, we're avoiding the feeling the work brings up.
You can literally see the difference right here. Relying on motivation is like riding a roller coaster. Your progress is all over the place, full of these crazy ups and downs. But when you rely on standards rooted in your identity, you create this stable, consistent line of action. It's what keeps you going, even on your worst days.
All right, next up, we build the structural framework. And the tool we're going to use is our mouth, our words. This is all about harnessing the incredible power and precision of the commitments we make, both to ourselves and to other people.
Just look at the subtle but massive shift in these examples. The language on the right is precise, it's concrete, it's tied to identity. It's not some vague hope, it slams the door shut on excuses. "I don't wake up late" isn't a goal you're striving for, it's just a statement of fact about who you are.
Really, it all boils down to this. Clarity eliminates negotiation. When your commitments are crystal clear, your actions become automatic. But vague promises? They're basically an open invitation for your brain to start debating and finding loopholes.
So finally, let's step back and look at the finished building. This is where we see exactly how our internal architecture, our mind, mood, and mouth, directly shapes our external world. Our money, our health, our relationships. It's all a reflection. You might think that tolerating less than you're capable of just costs you a bit of success or comfort. But the real price is so much steeper. The real cost goes way, way deeper than that.
And here it is. This is the hidden cost. Low standards always charge interest. Think of your self-trust like a bank account. Every single time you let yourself slide, you make a small withdrawal. And over time, that account gets drained, which makes every single future action harder and harder to take.
So when you look around at your life, realize it's not an accident.
The state of your health, the status of your finances, the quality of your relationships, they aren't random. They are a direct result of the internal minimums that you have consistently enforced, day in and day out.
And that leads us to this final thought. Your internal architecture, this structure we've been talking about, is being built every single day, brick by brick, whether you're paying attention to it or not. So the only real question left is, who is the architect?